You'll have known this one. With 6 decades of music making and 128 hit singles behind him. 129th about to be released on Monday. Oh yeah. That's obviously more than Elvis and the Beatles put together, probably. He is a pop legend, and he's with us this morning. He is, of course, Sir Cliff Richard. It's so lovely to see you again.
You make me sound so good. I can't wait to meet me.
You're pretty good, I tell you.
How's things?
Good, thank you very much.
Yes.
Terrific.
Looking forward to this?
Well, I am really. I mean, it's always difficult when you have a record out. You've got to somehow let people know that you're not only alive but still recording. And I find that every time I go out, I have to keep reminding myself that I've got to tell people I'm still here, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, your new tour, this is the first tour you've done in 10 years, isn't it?
Yes, I was surprised to hear that. I think it's because I'm so used to... I've done lots of concerts. I've done 2 stints at the Albert Hall over a period of 6 months, and then done shows in theatres in certain places, but I haven't actually apparently toured Britain for 10 years, which is surprising.
The point I was getting to is that you say you've got to walk out and tell people you're still around, but this tour sold out in a flash.
Yeah.
Everyone was camping outside for days on end. Well, one lady even missed the birth of her grandchild because she was in the queue waiting for your ticket.
I think they all went wild because they thought I was dead and that I'd been resurrected.
Well, my friend Sheila, who is one of your #1 fans, she knows exactly where you are, and she tried to find tickets and she could only get into Docklands.
Oh, really? That's one of the last ones I do, isn't it?
Yes, and she's thrilled, and I think that's...
And apparently Docklands is closing down, which is a shame, really, because we don't have... Well, I suppose we do have a few big venues around, and I've not actually done concerts there before. I've appeared there once on a charity thing, but I've never done concerts, so it'll be a big, big gamble, because it's a great big barn of a place, and try to get the good sound and everything is tough.
Well, you'll see my friend Sheila. You'll have to wave to her and say, "Hi, Sheila."
Oh, I will. I'll say, "Hi."
That's you started for the year.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
The new single's called Let Me Be the One. It's from an album that's kind of got a mixture of kind of covers as well.
Yes.
Why kind of go down that road now? I mean, you've got James Taylor in there, you've got Elvis, you know.
And the Beatles, yeah.
And the Beatles.
Well, it just came to a point when the record company I signed to, which is Papillon, who released Wanted, the album, they're really into projects, you know. They like this is a project. It's Cliff singing stuff that he's always wanted to record. And with the help of Alan Tarney, what we did was the songs are not exactly unrecognizable, but the arrangements are completely fresh and different. And I think the reason why it works on this album is because both of us love all those songs. We love Tina's version of What's Love Got to Do With It? And if you like something and respect it, you can actually bend it around without destroying it.
That was your song originally, though, wasn't it? Or was
There's a story going around, and I think it may be true, that when Terry Britton co-wrote that, Terry Britton wrote Devil Woman for me and a number of other songs that I had hits with. And he apparently sent me What's Love Got to Do With It. Now, I don't remember hearing it, but apparently he got a message back saying it's not right for Cliff.
Right.
So someone took the decision in your office.
Absolutely down my street that morning.
And then it went off to Tina Turner. And...
Oh, yeah, well, of course, she did do the classic version of it. And I think, again, I'd like to make sure that people understand that when my album came out, it wasn't to say, hey, this is now the definitive version, because I think always the definitive version will be the one that people bought originally. But you can come alongside them, you might even be as good. And the thing is to give a choice, and for me it's really, I enjoyed singing those songs so much.
I think that's Gareth Gates doing Unchained Melody. I mean, a lot of people have done it, but his interpretation is wonderful,
It's fantastic, and what's great, though, about doing a song like that, you see, Gareth won't just have a bunch of screaming teenagers, even though they may think that he wrote that song specially for them. They won't know about it. Some 10-year-old's not going to know that it came out 40 years ago, whatever it was. And there's going to be a lot of people my age and older who are going to go, what a fantastic version of that song.
Exactly.
What is right for Cliff now? Has your tastes in what you sing changed? And has your music, has your voice changed in terms of what you can sing? Has it matured? Is it a different kind of voice now than how you can...
I think it's different. I mean, when I hear the old stuff, there's a little sort of album out that they discovered in the archives at EMI that I recorded live at the ABC Kingston in 1962. And I listened to it and I thought, well, my voice is definitely different. I sound different.
With the Shadows? With
the Shadows. And you know, I heard it and I was talking to Hank the other day and I said, have you heard the album? He said, yes, I have. And I said, did you know that we were that good? Because I always look back thinking we were a bunch of hooligans and we weren't sure what we were doing. And my memory of us was that we weren't that good. But when you hear the album, you think, we weren't bad, and the Shadows were brilliant. The Shadows were playing arrangements that I don't even remember rehearsing. and yet it was really good. So what was your question?
No, how's the voice changed? Would you say it was better now, more mature, is it a warmer voice? I mean, in your opinion?
Well, I'd like to think it's better now because it's broadened.
Right.
You know, when I was young and 18, it was a little thin and pipey.
Right.
And now I've been able to broaden it somehow, but not without really trying. It's happened just by aging.
Matured.
Yeah, it's matured. Like a good wine.
And your musical taste with the songs that you kind of like and tend to sing now?
I still like pop rock.
In
In fact, it's always going to be the same. And even some of the contemporary stuff that comes out, I like a lot of it, but I don't like a lot of it. And that's always been the same, though. You find your favorites. When rock and roll first came out, I liked Elvis and a few others. And there were thousands of others, but you didn't bother about those. You just liked the ones you like. And other people like the others. So it's always going to be the same. So I still like a lot of the stuff that comes out now, but I firmly favor the pop rock song. The song that's got a lyric that you can hear and understand. And here am I talking like an ancient person, because that's what they used to say to me. We can't understand this pop rock stuff, but I like to be able to hear the words, hear the melody, and if you've got a great backing as well, I mean...
Yes,
you're there.
exactly.
Yeah.
What would be your number one record then? I mean, your album's made up of a few favourites, but...
On that?
Always a favourite?
People have asked me on the album, I said, I think... Let Me Be the One, which is the new single, I think is the best song on the album.
Right.
But I think my
company.
favourite track on the album is All Shook Up.
Fantastic.
I really like doing that one. It's nothing like Elvis's again, but I really enjoy doing that.
Well, the new single you're going to be singing at the end of the show for us. We heard you rehearse in the break, and wonderful lyrics. Lovely.
So you'll be talking more, singing more, and, well, you impressed us with your culinary skills so much last time. We decided to put you back in the kitchen with Phil. So, singing, chatting, and cooking. Are you ready for this, Phil?
I'll tell you what, I bet Cliff's far better than cooking you, John. I can tell you. But we are concentrating on what you like this week, John, which is meat rather than fish. And because it's Easter Sunday, we thought we'd, rather than do roast chicken or roast lamb, which is, the big Easter joint, we thought we'd concentrate on beef. And this time I'm actually using a 4 rib of beef, which we'll come on to a bit later. But I love 4 rib. The only thing you need to remember about this is to make sure that you actually cook it longer and slower than you would do a sirloin or something like that, or even a top rump, something like that. Because it's got, as you can see, I'll just take it round, you've got a nice marbling of fat there. You see that there? And that needs to break down as you cook it. If you cook it too quickly, what tends to happen, you just get a nice brown or sort of black outside and a raw inside. But I'm going to show you how to do that very, very simply. Now, Cliff, here he is.
I'm ducking behind cameras. Oh, here I am. Hello, mate.
I'm fine. Just nice to see you back.
Cliff, you're always going to come back because it's about the only time we ever get beef on the programme. Every single release, you know.
And the red wine.
Oh, the red wine is gorgeous.
I love having that there, but I'm going to show the wine as well.
We'll come on to that.
You have to send it to my friend Maggie, this one. She'll be killing me
Anyway,
for that.
what's you going to get Cliff to cook?
The wine is fantastic. Right, we're going to do, as I've already explained, well, I've already explained it. He's a nightmare, Cliff, I tell you, every time he comes on. Basically, roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, but done slightly differently.
Yep.
People tend to worry about Yorkshire puddings, and
I'm always worried about Yorkshire pudding.
Dead simple. All you need to do, you can carry on, Cliff.
You talk. You do the show. We'll just have a drink.
Very, very simple. The thing about Yorkshire puddings to make sure is that when you put your eggs into your flour, you don't mix it to start with. You then add, actually, Cliff, you can
So that really surprises me.
Yep.
Because I'd have thought,
half the milk, straight in like that.
Okay.
Now, all the recipe books will tell you to mix the actual eggs and flour together.
I'll be careful.
It's rubbish. You don't need to do that. You need to pop it into there and mix it together.
But then why doesn't it get all lumpy then? I can't
I don't know why,
understand that.
it just doesn't.
I mean, porridge doesn't work this way.
No, it doesn't.
Porridge turns lumpy
does in the microwave.
with everything being done the right way.
You can do it
Are
properly.
you busy boy at home cooking, or do you have somebody in?
Sometimes I have somebody in, but I quite like cooking. I find it very therapeutic. And if you've got the time and you can read, you can cook, can't you, really? Because it's all down in the recipe. They tell you absolutely everything to do.
We can all do this job.
I had to say,
I heard you.
Is mine going like that?
Someone told me.
Well, I mean, I can do roasts and things like that, and now I can do Yorkshire puddings.
Well, we don't know it yet.
No, we don't know.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
I just want to show you. If you can see there, can you see that? The lumps will literally come out. If you whisk it, not a problem.
Nothing.
Like that. Done.
Just stir it.
You then add the rest of the milk,
And keep stirring.
salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to leave it for any amount of time, don't put the salt in here, because what tends to happen is salt will break down the egg. Okay, it breaks the structure of the albumin, so it won't rise.
What did you just
far.
put in then?
Because we're going to cook it.
Oh, okay, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to hold it.
If you're going to make the batter, say, an hour in advance, don't put the salt in until the last minute. And it also tends to turn it slightly grey as well.
When you say break it down, you mean it all separates?
It separates, and it breaks down the structure of the protein of the albumin.
Oh, really?
All these little tricks that make such a big difference.
Well, it does, John. It does, John. Not that you're bothered. And what you do then is whisk it up and then strain it through a fine strainer. As you can see, no lumps whatsoever.
That's the one he's previously done.
Just as I can prove to him, because he also was lumps in it, and I said there isn't. Now, the next thing about Yorkshire pudding is to make sure you have a hot tray like this.
Ah.
Okay? Third full of vegetable oil. You can see it smoking.
There's quite a lot of vegetable oil in there. Did you smear it all in that's all landed at the bottom, or just pour it in? Okay.
Pour it in. And then you must make sure it's really hot. See? And fill it right to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Okay? Fill it right up to the top. If you don't, you end up with smaller Yorkshire puddings.
I like it when they're all kind of blown
Exactly.
Like a chef's hat.
Anyway, so I'll put this back in the oven and we'll talk about beef.
He's obviously got one done.
Yeah, well, we hope.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Now, full rib of beef, as I said, has a great marbling of fat on it. And you need to cook it slightly slower. All right? If you don't, what tends to happen is black outside, raw inside.
Yeah.
Now, as a way of doing it, I use mustard powder here, and I put about 3 or 4 tablespoons of mustard powder all over the
Not
whole.
English mustard, is it?
Yeah, English mustard powder. But it must be powder, Cliff, not the ready-made powder, sort of sauce.
No.
It falls off.
How much is a joint like that?
This is about 20 quid, but we'll feed 10 adults.
Right.
Well, I should
So,
think it would. I mean, that would.
In that way, it's
fantastic,
relatively cheap. And then lots of pepper onto there.
I'm just surprised at the mustard, because the mustard brings tears to your eyes if you eat English mustard when it's mixed up.
It gets you right at the back of the throat. It comes into the back of your nostrils. Like eating fizzy drinks is the same sort of process. But the thing to do is to make a dough. Now I'm using strong flour here, egg whites.
Yep.
Okay. Touch of salt, about half a pound of salt.
Really?
Okay, yeah, half a pound of salt.
What's this called?
This is a salt crust.
Okay.
And it draws the moisture out of the joint, but it doesn't make it salty. And it keeps the whole joint, when it roasts, really moist.
Really?
Promise you. Trust me.
It draws the moisture out but keeps it juicy.
It keeps it juicy.
Oh, right.
I'll explain that later.
Right.
And you then use a touch of water, and you make a really, really firm dough.
Oh, that's the dough now, is it, right?
Yeah. And the thing about this sort of cooking, it's been around for years, centuries, medieval times. They used to cook all whole birds, or turkeys, peacocks, that sort of thing. And you put this on the joint, and you spread it right over. Okay? Spread it right over, and then that takes about 10 minutes.
Well, just like that, you leave it like that, like a hat on top of
Yeah,
it.
you spread it right over.
Or do you actually cover the? Oh, I see. Okay.
Like that, you see.
Oh, look at
Takes a bit of time.
Excuse me.
Takes a bit of time. That's why I'm not that worried about the time.
Look at that.
Okay. Cook it for about 3 hours. Gas 6, something like that. And then you lift off this lid. And look at that. It's like a crash helmet. You then turn the oven up to about 200, 220. Whack it back in for about 30 minutes, and it crisps up perfectly.
Fantastic.
And what do you do with the cat?
You give it to seagulls, but they won't eat it.
Right.
All right, put it in the dustbin. But as you can see, it actually draws the moisture out, but still keeps it moist.
Yeah.
And you end up, as I'll show you in a second, with a perfectly piece of cooked meat.
Good trick, that.
So the same colour all the way
wonderful.
through?
Yeah.
Now, was that the same weight as that one?
Yes, it was.
Shrinks a little bit, but not too much,
Shrinks
is it?
slightly, but not as much as roasting in a very hot oven. So that's
That's
it.
incredible.
Dead simple. We'll have a
I
taste
like
in a
that.
second. Here's the ingredients and a recap. For the salt-crusted roast full rib of beef, you'll need dry mustard powder, rib of beef, strong flour, salt, egg whites, cold water and black pepper. Sprinkle the mustard powder and pepper all over the rib and leave for about 3 hours. Mix together flour, salt and egg whites, then add enough water to make a firm dough. Form into a blanket and spread over the whole joint. Then bake at 160 degrees centigrade, gas 3 for 3 hours. After about 3 hours, remove the salt crust. Turn up the oven to 220 degrees centigrade, gas 7, and cook for a further 20 to 30 minutes. For the Yorkshire puddings, you will need vegetable oil, 4 medium eggs, plain flour, milk, and salt and pepper. Fill the tins 1/3 full of oil. Heat in the oven for about 10 minutes or until just smoking. Mix together the eggs, flour, and half the milk. Then gradually mix in the rest of the milk. Strain into a jug and then pour into the hot tins. Cook at 220 degrees centigrade, gas 7 for about 5 minutes. Then turn down the oven to 200 degrees centigrade, gas 6, and cook for a further 30 minutes until well risen. And it'll end up just like that there, nicely browned. Roast potatoes. Chefs can't do roast potatoes because they just don't cook them properly. So you need to cook them till the outsides fall off, then roast them in hot oil. You have to boil them first, and then they're really crispy.
Part boil them or
Part boil
Did you
them.
cook those then, Danny?
Julia did.
All right.
Right, and I just want to carve a little bit. I'll
Yes,
just carve
yeah,
this first,
please.
and then
Yeah,
you can see.
Oh, look,
the
it's cut
piece.
so easily.
Look at this.
Oh,
Look at that. If I turn that round, folks, you can actually see. Look at that. Perfect. It's got to rest. Now, to drink this, John, you cut that up for me. Mind your fingers. And we put a little touch on there. Let's taste this. And the wine here is an Argentinian wine. It's 2000 vintage. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit more
very
than
nice.
It's
The
a
sip
bit
I
more
had
than
was
we normally
terrific.
would spend $6.95 from Asda. And I'll just show you. It's 13% alcohol. And the way to show about the alcohol is, can you see the legs running down the side of the
certainly
It's a
glass?
bit sharp, actually.
That basically means it's very, very full of alcohol.
Saying the only thing that's got more legs than this is putty.
Absolutely right. John, put a piece from there.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's perfectly cooked right through.
It's lovely. And
Absolutely delicious.
perfect accompaniment to this, of course, is Cliff's new video.
Video.
I think if you watch this,
that while you're watching it?
it's the video to show you.
It's very good, the video. I've already peeled the pastry off the video. Incredibly moist.
I had it earlier when I was making the Yorkshire pudding. You see that?
You've got a couple of outtakes in there as well that the show didn't have.
Oh, I haven't seen it
so,
yet.
yeah,
They
the
have
atomic
got that,
hit
though.
The show from last year.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at that.
Lovely.
Look at that. It's wonderful, isn't it?
You keep carving, I'm going to talk. If you fancy a beef roast for your Easter Sunday dinner, then do call 0900 2000 902 for the recipe.
We're taking a break now. There's your little potato fry.
Okay, well, I'll just try the
Okay,
meat.
you can.
It should be really
There you go. Sing for your supper. That's coming up later. But Cliff will be back with us at 11:30 to take your calls. And Denise offers advice to the Troubled Forsyth family. And Ben Miles, one of the stars of the new drama, is here to tell us why you should miss it. See you in a couple of minutes. Hi, welcome back. We promised you the chance to call Cliff, and here he is. Now, we've got 7 minutes. We've got 7 calls on the line. So call out number 1, Leslie. Off you go, darling.
I just was wondering, what do you think, Cliff, of programmes like Pop Stars and Pop Idol that catapult people into instant stardom?
Well, I think shows that draw audiences are always a good thing, and obviously Pop Idol particularly got millions and millions of people viewing and participating and voting and stuff. Terrific. I mean, I think that both Gareth and Will have terrific voices. I've heard also, is it Rick, the bigger guy?
Yeah.
They all seem like such great singers. What happens to them now is going to be determined by them and their management, I guess, and I just hope that they've got people around to catch them when things go bad. It's good in the good times, but it's when you have those dips.
To make it, you don't just have to have a good voice, do you? You have to have a package and something to sell and an image and everything now.
Well, yeah, I suppose so, but if you've got a good voice and you've been chasing a dream for a while, usually there's the motivation there to keep going. But I worry a little bit about the young singers today because there isn't the infrastructure that there was when I started. We had producers who kind of lived with you virtually, and they'd turn up and conduct the orchestra for you, and if you arrived at the TV studio, they checked that the dots were good. And I hope that Gareth and Will and the others get that kind of support because they deserve it. They're really good.
And they're fantastic people too. Both of them came on the show and they were just lovely, weren't they?
I've met Gareth. I haven't met Will. I've met
Will is lovely. Where is Will? We want to see a bit more of him.
What's going on?
Oh, there's a new campaign. Where's
Right.
Will? Anyway, Leslie, I hope
minutes.
that answers the question. And Alison, we're going in Northumberland. Good morning, Alison.
Good morning.
Hello, you're through to Cliff.
Hello. I'd like to ask Cliff, how do you, in 2002, relate to the Harry Webb of the 1950s?
Good question.
Are you basically the same man?
I do feel separated now from Harry Webb, apart from the fact that I changed my name by deed poll. That person that was Harry Webb really almost died the day I went on my first tour. And obviously I'm the same person, but now I'm the man of the person that was 18.
You've
and there'll be
lived
big
with Cliff
differences.
longer than Harry, I guess, haven't you?
I've been, yes, that's absolutely right. And when I talk to my sisters and my families, they don't think of me as a Harry even.
Right.
It's not even part of their vocabulary
It's
anymore in
deep-rooted
terms of
now.
names for me, yeah. But I don't feel desperately different. That's the interesting part. I know there's a separation now, but when I think of how it felt then when I first started, it still feels, when we release a record, there's still the apprehension, there's still the excitement when it gets in the charts. All that feels exactly the same.
Well, as long as that's there,
Well,
that's the main
great.
thing.
That's what keeps you going. Because if not,
Exactly.
you'd have just retired and gone off and...
Well, I suppose
on the
so.
beach.
If you continue to remain determined and committed and excited about things, then I guess it can go on for a
Yeah.
bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
we've
definitely.
got Joe up in Leicester. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
Get through to Cliff, on you go.
Hi, Cliff.
Hi.
If you had the chance of conversation with anyone, either dead or alive, who would you choose and what would you ask?
Oh.
Ooh.
That's one of those really nice questions, Joe.
Yeah, I think, well, I don't know, there's a whole load of people I would like to have met. I think possibly I'd like to have spent more time. I met her once with Mother Teresa.
Yes.
I'm a real fan, really. Her death came just not long after, a week or so after Princess Diana's death. And it's almost as though the world was so taken up with that particular tragic death of Diana's that Mother Teresa's death was kind of almost missed out on, really. And here's a woman that did so many wonderful things. And for me, anyway, as a Christian, to actually think that someone could actually do what she did, gave up her other existence entirely, spent the whole of her life as a woman with people who were dying. And all she did was make them comfortable, make them feel good, and in many cases, I guess, give them some kind of spiritual healing, but obviously not unable to deal with the physical. But I find that kind of dedication, again, very inspiring.
Did she have a magic about her? Was there something in her persona?
There was a simplicity that was really shaking. Well, we went there, but the group of us went, and I interviewed her, and she showed us around where she worked, and that was difficult enough. We got into the van to go back to the hotel, this big truck bus thing, and we said, play the tape, play the tape. Put the tape on, wind it forward, wind it forward, wind it forward, turn it over. There was nothing on there. So we got back to the hotel and we phoned and I said, Mother Teresa, I'm really sorry, but there's nothing on the tape. And here's where it is so simple and lovely. She said, nothing on the tape? I said, no. She said, well, one of us must have said something that Jesus didn't want on there. So you better come back. And I thought, and that was it.
What a fantastic answer.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
That is terrific.
I have great admiration still for that
lovely.
woman.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks very much
Joe.
indeed.
Thank you.
Very good
Now,
question.
Leslie in London. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're through to Cliff.
Hi, Cliff. Happy Easter.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Through your career and your fame, you've achieved many ambitions and goals. If there was one thing that you haven't yet done and you would like to do, what would it be?
Well, that's really quite difficult because, you know, all of us who have found a career, whether it be in singing, acting, dancing or whatever, you find something that you specialize in, that you feel that you're better at than anything else. Where I've been lucky is that I've been able to dabble at other things. I've done plays on stage. I did a play on television. I did a musical called Heathcliff. And I've made movies. The trouble is with our industry is that you never actually feel that you've perfected anything. And so I'd like to do everything again and just do it better and keep doing it again until I get it right. But I suppose at this moment in time, it would be wonderful to be taken seriously and given a chance to be in a movie maybe. I've made movies so many years ago, I've forgotten what it's like, but when I did Heathcliff, I got a taste for being somebody else, and I really quite enjoyed that. I could see why actors like to...
Characters don't like being themselves, do they?
No,
they much. They prefer to be somebody
You can live
else,
vicariously. I mean, I particularly liked being Heathcliff because I was really bad and nasty. I did beat my wife every night. I thrashed my brother-in-law and all that sort of thing. And you couldn't do that I couldn't do that as me.
Right.
But to be somebody else is really terrific. So if there was a small part going anywhere, I'm available and not that expensive.
Okay.
That's actually a very good idea,
Yeah,
isn't
very
it?
good idea. Thanks, Leslie, for that. Actually, I maybe answer the next question from Jill. Hello, Jill.
Hi, Cliff.
Yeah. I'll let you ask the question, but he's already answered it away. On you go.
Do you wish you'd made more films?
Oh, well, yes, I would like to have made more movies, but I think you make all sorts of mistakes in a career as long as mine. It's inevitable. The one mistake I didn't make was to continue making movie after movie after movie when I had the feeling that I wasn't really getting a fair crack at the whip. The scripts weren't that brilliant, and really what they wanted was a pop star in their film, and they had the shadows of myself. And so after about 8 or 9, I actually stopped, and I thought, well,
Was it 8 or 9 you made?
Yes, I mean, because I did 2 before the Young Ones, remember? Serious Charge, Espresso Bongo, Young Ones, Summer Holiday, Wonderful Life, Take Me High, and a couple of others, Finders Keepers.
My word.
So maybe it wasn't 9, but maybe it's certainly 6 or 7.
Summer Holiday was the first film I ever saw.
It was not.
It was. My
really?
sister took me to Gerrard's Cross Cinema and we went and watched
really?
it. Yeah, and it was lovely. Fantastic.
Well, it's one of those films, I'm always surprised they show it on television now. That doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is that it still looks all right.
Still looks fresh. No,
It
yeah,
captures the
enduring.
60s and the fun as well.
Yeah, that's right. There's a naivety about it, which I think is nice, but...
Yeah.
Well, thank you all very much for your calls. We got through 5. That's not bad, Cliff.
7 minutes. Thank you. Will you stay with us because we've got something else for you to do? Now you're here, we're working you hard.
You might
Earlier, we sent our 3 slimming couples off for a makeover, but we've kept the girls. separate from the boys. So although we can see that they look great, their partners haven't seen anything at all and haven't a clue what we have done to them. So, I've got the boys, here we are, I've got the boys on this side with
And
Cliff.
as you can see, I've got the gorgeous girls, and they look fantastic.
The boys look pretty good.
So it's time for them to see their partner in a whole new light. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one couple at a time, okay? So here we go. Joanna, do you want to introduce our first couple,
I will.
please?
The first couple, we have Peter and Tony. Tony and Peter meet each other.
What do you think?
You look fab.
Do I?
You look years
Do I?
younger.
Ah, there you are. Thanks, Joanna.
Thank you so much.
Fab.
Yeah.
Do you like? Lovely.
Lovely.
You can
Well
come
done.
here.
Okay.
Lovely.
Joanna, our next couple.
Okay, next couple we have Alec and Vicky meet each other.
Groovy.
See you later.
Nice.
Fantastic. Superb.
Cliff likes your pants very much, so that's okay.
do a blokes version.
Ask John, we'll sort that out in a minute.
Okay, fantastic.
And finally, Joanna,
Okay,
getting
final
married
couple.
in June.
We have Tracy and Dean. Cop a load of this. Woo-hey.
You're not meant to laugh, dude. Come on.
Shall we have a makeover team?
What do you think? Yeah.
We have no
Good,
time
funky.
to talk to you, I'm
All that
afraid,
jazz.
but thank you, team, for making
Great
over.
job, well done.
It means that you all look fantastic. But the winner, Joanna, of our slimming competition
Wow,
is...
this was a really, really tough decision because they've all done brilliantly. And even though Peter and Tony did lose the most weight, I want to give it to everybody, but the prize does go to Peter and Tony because you guys, can I just say, I mean, everybody's taken on real lifestyle changes, but Tony, you've been an inspiration because you don't have to be young or fit to lose weight and to improve your health. and you really have improved your fitness, and you're an inspiration for everybody. Everybody out there can take small actions to improve their health. And
Well, you've won a week in the five-star Garden Hotel in Kensington, London, where we wined and dined in the award-winning restaurant at Pampered with treatments in the spa. Cliff, give them their
And
prizes.
There it is, there's your prize, and I'm definitely
you.
inspired. I'm going to go on a diet.
You don't do that. And the two runners-up receive £100 worth of clothing vouchers each from a fantastic London store.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much indeed.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Joanna, there is something for you too. Who's going to hand something to Joanna?
Oh, it's over there.
Where is it?
Here we are.
It's out here. Whoa.
You've been raising money while you were slimming. You were raising money, and you raised £362 for your British Heart Foundation.
well done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Ever so well.
We're going to see you after the
Congratulations.
break. Don't go away.
When you're out in the ocean and you're swimming against the tide, when you're climbing a mountain and the mountain seems too high, never give up believing love is on your side. When the darkness surrounds you and you cannot see your way, when the loneliness finds you and there is no hiding place, never give up believing love will save the day. Open up the gates you closed around your heart. Someone is waiting to come in. Let me be the one you hold on to. I will bring the sun to shine on you. Your lonely days are gone. The best is yet to come. If you let me be the one. brings freedom for the soul. But don't you think it's time that you let it go? And let me be the one that you hold on to, 'cause I will bring the sun to shine on you. Your lonely days are gone. The best is yet to come.
And you're £7 heavier and you just have to start again. But
gotta lose
it's not so difficult.